Welcome, my dear students, to our course Principles of Economics. Today, we will start chapter number 5 with the first part, markets. We will start with the definition of market. So, we can define market as buyers and sellers communicating together in order to exchange goods or services. So, as a response for this communication, we talk about the determination of the price. So, in summary, we can talk about any market consists of the following items: buyers, sellers, communication, and exchange of goods and services, and the last price. In other words, we can talk about buyers. When we talk about buyers, we mention demand. On the other hand, when we talk about sellers, we mention supply. So, in short, if you want to define any market, we can talk about market as demand and supply. Types of market. There are many classifications or categories of markets. So the first category, geographic classification of markets. We can talk about local market, in this case talk about specific area in a specific city. Regional market, we talk about the group of specific areas in the same country. National market, so any market on the country level. But the last stage or the last level, we talk about international market. International market equal exchange of goods and services between countries. So in this case, the import and export process. Another classification based on the degree of organization, we classified markets into organized versus non-organized. In case of organized markets, we talk about maybe specific area, maybe time for open the market and time for close. So the good example for this case, stock exchange market in Egypt. Another category, non-organized market. Non-organized market may be there is no specific place, there is no specific work time. So a good example in case of non-organized when we talk about the market for used products. Used products. Okay. The next types of market based on the subject of exchange may be product markets. In this case, we talk about the output market, final goods and services exchanged between buyers and sellers. But the other category, factors market. Factors market, we mention factors of production. We mention factors of production. So if you want to remember the factors of production, we talk about labor, land, capital, entrepreneur. The most important classification for markets based on the degree of competition. So we divided markets into competitive versus non-competitive. In general, competitive markets, in this market, the degree of competition increased. In case of non-competitive market, the degree of competition decreased. So in this case, we will explain in details this category. What about types of market according to degree of competition? As we mentioned in the last slide, competitive versus non-competitive. Okay, in this perfect competition, this is competitive market. Monopolistic and the monopoly, this is non-competitive market, okay? But based on this slide, we talk about two extreme cases. The first one, perfect competition. The second extreme case, monopoly market. The intermediate between, this is monopolistic competition. This is monopolistic competition. In case of perfect competition, we talk about features or characteristics for this market to can describe as perfect competition. So the first one, many buyers and sellers. So as a response for many buyers and sellers, no one can control the price. No one can control the price. So the feature number one, we describe the firm in perfect competition as price taker, price taker, and not price maker. The firm in perfect competition described as price taker. For products, products exchanged in the perfect competition market are close substitute or identical. Close substitute or identical. So no differentiation in product in case of perfect competition. What about barriers to enter or exit the market? There is no barriers. In case of perfect competition, there is no barriers to enter the market or open new project in this market, or you will shut down this project and exit the market. The last, in case of buyers and sellers, have a perfect information about the market. What about information available for this market? Maybe information about price, maybe information about the demand, all information available in case of perfect competition without any cost, without any cost. In this case, the price in competitive market determined by demand and supply. So this is the market demand curve downward sloping versus supply curve upward sloping, and this is the intersection between demand and supply, so the price equal 10. This is equilibrium price. This is based on the market level. The demand curve for individual producer or individual firm, we talk about horizontal demand. Horizontal demand. So this horizontal demand perfectly elastic. Perfectly elastic. So this is different between the demand for the market and the demand for the individual firm. The demand in the market, normal demand, downward sloping. But the demand for individual firm, we talk about the horizontal demand curve, and in this case, we talk about perfect elastic demand. Examples. We can talk about many examples for perfect competition, maybe wheat market, and in real life, we can talk about sugarcane shops in our city. So this is a good example for the perfect competition market. So in a specific area. So when we talk about Ain Shams area, Ain Shams area, how many buyers and sellers for sugarcane? Many. What about the price? The price may be the same in this area, in this area. What about the products? The product no differentiated. Okay, we talk about close substitute. What the same quality? We talk about availability to enter the market and to exit the market. There is no barrier to enter or exit the market. What about information about price available for all participants? The second extreme case, monopoly market. Monopoly market is the opposite of perfect competition, unlike perfect competition. So in case of monopoly market, we talk about only one producer or only one seller or only one provider of the service. Okay, as a response for this fact, one seller controls the price. So we describe firm in case of monopoly as price maker. Price maker. The products in the markets are not substitutes. So in this market, actually, we talk about natural barriers to enter this market. Natural barriers to enter this market. The demand curve for the market or for the industry is the same demand curve for the firm. We talk about the same demand curve downward sloping. Downward sloping. Quantity. What about quantity produced in this monopoly? The quantity will be lower than the quantity in case of perfect competition, but the price will be higher than the price in case of perfect competition. For example, in case of perfect competition, if the market produce 1,000 units, 1,000 units, this is in case of perfect competition, for example. Sure, in monopoly, the production lower than 1,000 units. What about the price? If the price in case of perfect competition equal 100, for example, the price in case of monopoly sure greater than 100. What about examples for monopoly in our life? In Egypt, for example, we will talk about We Corporation. We Corporation, the only corporation provide landline telephone services in Egypt. Corporation for railway transportation, corporation for water services. We talk about only one corporation provide these services. Monopolistic competition. In case of monopolistic competition, intermediate between the monopoly case and the perfect competition case. So characteristics for monopolistic competition. Maybe this feature similar to competition or similar to the monopoly. For example, large number of firms. This is the first feature in case of monopolistic competition. Large number of firms or many firms. This is similar to competition or perfect competition market. Unique or differentiated products, but not substitute. This is similar to the monopoly. Each firm has a small power or monopoly power over its products. So this feature similar to the case of monopoly. Enter and exit the market easily. This is feature number 4. Enter or exit the market easily, no barriers. So this feature similar to perfect competition. In general, in case of monopolistic competition, we talk about a very important item, which is non-pricing competition. The competition, in case of monopolistic competition, the competition is in factors other than price. What about factors that the firms maybe compete? Maybe compete in advertising, maybe compete in quality, maybe compete in packaging, color, maybe compete in features of the product. So in short, in case of monopolistic competitions, firms compete in other factors than the price. Examples, advertising, quality, and so on. Examples for monopolistic competition, shampoo products and deodorant products. In this case, talk about features and different inequalities between the firms produce this product. In short, we summarize the features of each one based on the number of firms, type of product, entry condition, demand, price and marginal cost, long-run profit, and control the price. But to understand this comparison, for example, number of firms, perfect competition, many, monopolistic competition, many. So this item common between perfect competition and monopolistic, but different in case of monopoly because we talk about only one seller or only one firm, only one producer. Type of product. In case of perfect competition, undifferentiated, okay, or close substitute. In case of monopoly, one product. In case of monopolistic competition, differentiated. Entry condition, entry or exit the market. In case of perfect competition and monopolistic, easy, no barriers to enter or exit the market. But in case of monopoly, natural barriers or difficult to enter this market. What about demand curve? Demand curve, in case of perfect competition, horizontal demand curve as we explained. So in this case, talk about perfectly elastic demand. The shape of demand curve for firms in case of monopoly, the same in case of monopolistic competition, downward sloping. So this item common in case of monopoly and monopolistic competition. The relationship between price and the marginal cost. Marginal cost equal price in case of perfect competition only. But in case of monopoly and monopolistic, the price greater than marginal cost. What about long run profit? Long run profit, zero in case of perfect competition and monopolistic, so this is common. And in case of monopoly, yes, there is a long run profit. What about control over price? We describe firms in perfect competition as price taker. Why price taker? Because no one can control the price. Many buyers and sellers. In case of control over price in monopoly and monopolistic competition, price maker, but it's large price maker in case of monopoly because only one producer and the many price maker in case of monopolistic competition. Thank you, my dear students, and see you the next presentation.